What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recaps. Traded stock RKDA, which is going absolutely insane lately. Check it out. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this. RKDA had a huge gap up. I mean, this thing last week on Friday made a huge move. Look at this from... Well, I mean, it had closed the day before in the just at the $2 area, gapped up to $3, dipped down to 260s, and it went as high as 490s before dipping down at the close and squeezing into the close and in after hours. So you were in the 460s, and then we gapped up this morning up here to $6. And so far today, we have a high day of 685. I had a real nice trade on it. The high day is 685, and my last take profit is 676. So I'm not too mad. I was really, looking for a bigger trade out of it, but I kind of, I don't know, missed one opportunity, and then the second trade I took on it, was a little bit more work just because a lot of sellers just kept on popping up on the ask over and over and over again. 10,000, 20,000. I think at one point I even saw a 30,000 seller. So it was really, it was really grindy on the way back up, something you wouldn't expect from a low float. This thing has a float of, let me see here, according to Trade Ideas, 4.17 million in the float. That's my Trade Ideas. If you're interested in those scanners, there is a link in the description below. It'll give you 15% off your first month. Okay. So, I mean, I did trade this stock. We had, let me show you the chart. I do have live trades for you. Let me show you the daily so I can show you exactly how I had this drawn out. Okay, you could see there. So we were gapping up. And I was looking at this 560s area. It was resistance here, broke through it here, kind of like held it here as support and resistance here and here. So I was thinking we might get a little sell-off at the bell and kind of like bounce around that 560s to $6 area, 560s to $6 area. But, to give me a chance to get long there. But it didn't do that. It opened, dipped all the way down to 576, decent area enough, but then it just squeezed right back up. And then it dipped all the way back down again to the 590s and squeezed all the way back up to like 680s, over just under $1 a share move there. And when it had this dip here, I was looking for it to set up kind of like a double bottom, kind of like it did back on Friday. Let me see if I can bring that over here and show it to you. Yeah, here we go. See, we kind of opened up, dipped down, and kind of found this double bottom here, support here 260s, support here 260s, and then took off. So I was looking for that kind of a move today, even though I figured there'll be some FOMO in this, so it might not hold, for 15, 20 minutes, it might just hold 5 or 10 minutes, but it didn't even do that, like, at all. Then we finally had this one big dip here down to $6, and we started to bounce off of it. And I got long at 618, just a partial. And then I said to myself, if we can dip down again, hold that $6 area, I'll add to another 300 shares for a total of 600 shares on it. I really wanted to take 1,000 shares of this today, depending on my risk. But there, at that point, I was only comfortable with 600 shares. So that's what I took. And I knew I could make real good money on that if the trade took off on me, right? Because my plan was we were holding VWAP here as resistance. So my plan was if we break over VWAP, we're going to immediately go test high a day, take some off there, and hold the rest for the squeeze over $7, right? But it didn't do that. Look, we broke over VWAP. And we made a quick little pivot there at 662. And then we pulled in, we held VWAP, and then we kind of grinded up, which is somewhat uncharacteristic of such a low float stock that makes such big moves typically. I mean, look at it on Friday. This is a big move from 276 all the way to 350 and got halted. and then it gapped up higher, went to $4. So this stock can make real big moves when it gets its squeeze on. But today, there was just walls of sellers, walls of sellers. So I took some profit off here in the 640. Then I took some more off here at 676. And then I held down to one small, tiny little piece, looking for a break of $7, and maybe pick up $1 a share on that last piece. But we made that new high, and immediately we pulled it all the way back in down to VWAP. So I read that as extremely bearish. So I just got out of that last piece there and said, okay, I'm done with it. Only to have it bounce off of VWAP again, and now we're kind of like holding there. It's just really, really, really choppy right now for some reason. And more than likely, especially since I sold, it'll squeeze up now and break $7 and go to $7.50. But hey, it is what it is. Let me get you the live trade so you can see what was happening. Okay, so it's a 25-minute trade. So we're going to fast forward some of this. We're already in here. Okay, we're already in. Okay, as you see it here, we're already in. But as we start to dip back down and hold that $6 area right there, we held it again. I add to the position. I add back to it to my full size that I really wanted to have on this stock if we held that $6. So now we hold it. Now you see how VWAP, that purple line, we're holding it as resistance there. Hits it, bounces off of it, breaks through it, comes back down. So now, we're in there and we're sweating a little bit. We're like, all right, what's going to happen? But I started to figure out, like halfway through this trade, that VWAP is obviously resistance. And every time we get there, some big, asks get put on the ask. Some big shares get put on the ask. People are shorting in front of it. But we're still holding $6. And not only are we holding $6, okay, but we're making higher lows. $6 held, higher low, $6 held, higher low, $6 held, higher low again. So we're not only holding $6, we're making higher lows each and every time. Okay, even on the 3-minute, those are 5-minute candles I just showed you. Even on the 3-minute, we're making higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Another higher low, higher low. So I'm thinking this is going to be an epic squeeze. As soon as we pop over VWAP or that 650 area with some volume, we're going to go straight to $7, get halted, okay? My plan was to take off some on the way up there, hold on some through the halt, looking for a gap up, 750, who knows, $8. But look what happens. Okay, there we break through VWAP right there. You see that? We break through VWAP. Little increase in volume, nothing dramatic. And then we kind of pull it back in a little bit, but now we're holding VWAP. But in reality, with the float that this is, we should have just squeezed straight to $7. Like we should have just squeezed straight to $7. Look at this right here. 20,000 share on the ask at 643. That's what I'm talking about. And those will just keep popping up. And they would get 8 out. It wasn't like they were fake shorts or anything like that. Okay, so there I take off half. I take off 300 shares and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take off 300 shares here. Very small profit. But I'm going to take 300 shares off here because it's not doing at this point what I thought it was going to do. What my plan called for. Okay? So it no longer did what I wanted it to do, what I expected it to do. So I took half off right there and de-stressed the situation. I have less risk on the table and I already have a little profit booked. If this trade goes against me, that profit will help balance out any small loss that I'll experience here. So my average was 612 and my stop was 595. Now we're holding VWAP. I'm like, okay, we're holding VWAP. I'm going to take, from these 300 shares I have left, I'm going to take half off up here. And I'm going to hold half, 150 shares, looking for the squeeze up through $7. Because if I can pick up $1 a share on that, hey, I'm having myself a real nice, well over $300 a day. Not bad at all. Especially for the size I had. And, I'm scaling out. I'm not taking all my profits off at once. I could have easily taken all my profit off there and had had myself $150 a day. But why would I limit my profit potential? Why would I do that? When these things squeeze, they can keep going. Okay, so see here we're starting to go, but we don't go. See that again? Look at this. through 660, but we don't go. There we go. And there we finally get a little squeeze. Watch. But even that squeeze, that should have gone, it broke the high of day. It should have gone straight to $7 and gotten halted. No questions asked. There we go. I take off half there again. And now I'm holding on to that last half, looking for the squeeze through $7. But as you can tell, we don't get it. And then the very next candle, look at that. Just straight back down to the support area. So I took that little profit that was left there, booked myself a nice $200 day. Nothing to complain about that. I will show you my orders. Buy 622, buy 611, sell 640, sell 676, sell 645. Unfortunately, I was looking for that last sell to be up there over 710, 720, but it is what it is. I will gladly take a couple $100 today, and not a bad day. Let me know how you did. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have, thank you very much. Smash that like button for me. Comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you traded today. How did you do? I hope you're having an excellent start to your week, and I'll catch you on the next one.